first one up at this shelter. I think there was 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 10 people here last night. So I'll give you a quick tour at 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday, April 26th, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this was my site last night. I've already taken the tarp down because that makes it easier to deal with the rest of it. And I wasn't very far from the privy, but it was a good spot with trees in the right place. The rest of it's kind of brushy. So there was one other hammocker, and interestingly, he was a guy about my age, if you know what I mean. So there were a couple of tents up high there. There was some flat spots up there also. This shelter was built on kind of a slope, and but it's very nice. I don't think it's very old. It actually has a different name than is in some of the resource materials, guidebooks and things. Big porch for eating. Another picnic table. A bunch in there still sleeping. Water source is down below. It's a little bit of a creek that runs, and there's everybody's bags hanging on the bear pole. Mine's one of the blue ones. Let's see if I can tell which one it is. Mine's that one right there, that blue one. So I'm going to see if I can get that down. I don't know if this is anywhere near the right angle, but I'm going to set that right there. First try. Now we'll go back and make some breakfast. So this is the Route 15 trail crossing. A divided highway with a grassy median to catch your breath as you dash across. I met one hiker and he said it's like a game of Frogger, but there's no spots out there, so we'll go for it. Success. Made it across with no issues. Actually had a nice break in the traffic. I got pretty lucky. And there was a southbound hiker with a dog at the same time. So we both got lucky and got across where there was no traffic at all. So onward north. So it's April 26th, and you can see how over time the leaves have come out and the grass has started growing and the trail is closing in, and it's hard to not have the leaves and branches rub your shoulders and legs. And I'm still keeping an eye out for poison ivy, trying to steer away from that. But it's another lucky weather day. I'd say the temperature is up to around high 60s. I think it's probably going to top out at about 70 today. And then another nice day tomorrow is the forecast. So, but just thought it was interesting how much the foliage is changing and how quickly. Ooh, here comes a bridge, but first we're going to go right down there and get a little water. And we'll cross the bridge. So I visited for a few minutes with the dreaded Bohemian. He has some kind of a YouTube channel or something. And we're back to crossing the bridge. And back northbound we go. So the road crossings are getting more and more interesting. I just came out of the woods here. There's a little sign, AT to the north. It's down the median, not the median, the breakdown lane. And then it crosses right down there at that little pedestrian crossing sign. So I guess we're just going to go against the traffic and see how it goes. I'm going to stay well down in the ditch. Well, there's somebody that decided they were going the wrong way. So they used the short stretch of the AT to get across from one set of lanes to the other set of lanes. So we're going to make our first cross right now. And then And the other way, we got lucky with the traffic right there. And back into the real trail. Up we go, northbound. So they call this overlook Raven Rocks. And it got its name very appropriately. You hear him? Maybe he's not going to call again. He's right down there somewhere. Ooh. So on the southern end of the trail, for those traveling northbound, they entered the ups and downs referred to as the roller coaster, and there was a big fancy sign. I took a picture of it, and it's about 10 miles, and I think it goes up and down 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 11 times in that 10 miles. And it's a little bit rocky, but I see where it got its name. It's up and down. So big fancy sign at the southern end. At the northern end, you've got this. So it says, "You are about to enter the roller coaster built and maintained by the trail boss and his crew of volunteers. Have a great ride." So I just get a kick out of it. So they're really paying attention to the northbound hikers and less so to the southbound hikers. But that's okay. All right. Onward north. So this is the David Lesser shelter. Kind of looks like somebody's camp. Big attached porch and seating. All kinds of campsites down there. How are you? Real nice spot. It's got a swinging porch chair. Try this baby out. You're still upright.
Oh man, that was tough. I don't know. This is not the best hammock stuff, but it's kind of close to the table, the privy,
Yeah.
and the pole.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and accepted it. I never checked down there. It looks to me like there's a lot of flat spots.
There's a lot of spots down there. I'm going to go down and take a look. So there's a tent pad with its own bench, its own little fireplace. Go over here, more of the same. Little fire spots. Awfully nice. So this shelter is set up for when the masses arrive that have left Georgia in the last month. Close to 3,000 of them. Only a little less than probably a half will get this far, but that's still a bunch. All right, I'm going to find a spot. So it's Friday, April 28th, 7 a.m. So I woke up, knew it was going to rain. It started raining late in the night. And I woke up probably at 4 and it was raining. And got up about 6:15 and took everything down. And everything under the tarp stayed pretty dry, damp, because as you can see, it's not just rainy, it's foggy. And the tarp was wet. Tarp weighs about twice what it normally would. So fortunately, as you saw, this shelter has this little picnic gazebo. And the other gentleman hammocker, his name is KC, he's from Kansas City. He took all his stuff down also. And we're going to have some breakfast. And then it's 9 miles to Harpers Ferry, where we're both staying at the Quality. And so I don't think anybody else that stayed here is up yet. There were 2 guys in the shelter, another girl hammocking, and the Germans were in their tent. And so I'm going to make some oatmeal and pack up the rest of my stuff and walk 9 miles north. So we're following the state line of Virginia, West Virginia. And this road crossing is straight line for both. That sign says "Welcome to Virginia." And that sign says "Welcome to West Virginia." So apparently it rains on the Virginia-West Virginia state line, because that is what it's doing today. Not many day hikers out today. So, onward north. Oh, by the way, we're at Keys Gap. So, what kind of wildlife do you see on a rainy day? I'll do it this way. You see Mr. Turtle on a rainy day. Hello, Mr. Turtle. I don't expect to see much else today. It's pretty damp. So we'll leave Mr. Turtle alone and say goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Turtle. See you later. So I'm approaching Harpers Ferry. I have to get across the Shenandoah River first. There's a big old bridge to get across. The river's down there in the background. So they make it somewhat convenient. They give a little pathway. I'm going real easy because I don't want to slip on the steps. Because it's still raining, if you hadn't noticed. It's about 11:15. And so I did about 8 miles between 7:15, 11:15. Ooh. It's kind of nice under here. There's the Shenandoah right there. Trees are quite pretty. They're blossoming. They're a little weighted down right now with the rain. Here's the bridge. See it the other? Maybe another little shot. Another little shot just to see how big this bridge is. And how busy it is. Right down around the corner there is where the Potomac and the Shenandoah meet. On this side of those hills where you can see a spire of a church or something. All right, now we'll meet you at the other end. Real hotel with doors on the inside hallways. That's how you can tell. So this is my room. It's actually not a hotel room, it's a drying studio. So everything is spread out to dry. Raincoat, rain pants, down jacket, that didn't get very wet, hat, food bag. That's what I had left over for snacks. In here we're drying hammock straps, tarp, bag. Everything is spread out. And we've got hammock, top quilt, under quilt. CCF foam pad, cook towels and cook gear, gaiters, spare glasses, all drying. Phew! Hat. I already did the laundry. They had a laundry here at the Quality Inn. So, all fresh, clean laundry. And I'm wearing some of it. I've already. My t-shirt, my hoodie, my long pants, and even put the hairdryer to my shoes. Put the hairdryer to my shoes and dried them out. That took about 10 minutes each because they're nice and light. So, all right, I'm going to unpack my box that was sent. It's got a lighter quilt and I hope some food and a lighter foam pad. And then I'll review the weather and make sure that I want to commit to lighter stuff going forward. Last night was rainy, but the weather was still good. The temperature was fine. So I think we're past the 30-degree nights. All right, off to dinner.